Welcome back to Coin Explorer. You might be surprised to learn that a simple piece of metal sitting in your change jar right now could actually be worth more than a luxury estate. While most people spend their quarters without a second thought, professional collectors are constantly scouring the globe for one specific coin that has shattered auction records. The 1970 Washington quarter is not just a common 25-cent piece, it is a gateway to a massive payday for those who know exactly what to look for beneath its surface. We are talking about a genuine, record-breaking sale where a unique version of this coin reached a staggering value of $469,000. This isn't about luck in a lottery, it is about having the sharp eye to identify a minting miracle that occurred decades ago. If you've ever felt destined to find something great, then checking your old coins today might be the moment your life changes forever. To understand why a 1970 quarter could ever reach the astronomical value of $469,000, we have to travel back to the San Francisco Mint during a period of technical transition. In the world of coin collecting, an error is not a mistake to be discarded. It is a rare masterpiece that occurred when the normal minting process went wonderfully wrong. During 1970, the mint was using high-speed machinery to strike millions of coins, but a tiny handful were struck on the wrong material entirely. Imagine a coin press ready to stamp the Washington design, but instead of a standard blank, a completely different metal piece was fed into the machine by accident. This resulted in what experts call an overstrike, creating a coin that technically shouldn't exist in the eyes of the government. Because these errors are so incredibly rare, the few that escaped into the public's hands are now considered the holy grails of modern American coinage. Mentioning the 1970 quarter had sold for $469,000 inspired an entire financial and collecting world to stand still in disbelief at the value of a single quarter dollar. This specific price point was reached because the coin in question was a proof error of the highest magnitude, meaning it survived in near-perfect condition. Auctions for such rare items are intense, with billionaires and private collectors outbidding each other to own a piece of history that is virtually one of a kind. Mentioning this value is important because it sets the bar for what is possible when rarity meets demand in the high-stakes world of numismatics. It proves that coins are not just currency, they are an asset class that can appreciate in value far beyond traditional stocks. Every time you see a 1970 date on a coin, you should remember that someone is holding a version worth nearly $500,000. The most famous and expensive 1970 quarter error involves a bizarre crossover between the United States and Canada that seems almost impossible to believe. In this specific case, a 1970 Washington quarter was accidentally struck over a 1941 Canadian quarter, which was made of high-purity silver. If you look closely at these rare specimens, you can actually see the faint remains of the Canadian design peeking through Washington's hair or the eagle's feathers. This coin-on-coin error is the primary reason for the $469,000 valuation, representing a unique intersection of two different nations' minting histories. Collectors are obsessed with this specific error because it is so visually distinct and historically confusing, making it a centerpiece for any world-class collection. Finding one requires a magnifying glass and a lot of patience, as the secondary design is often very subtle and blended into the main image. One of the most reliable ways to verify if you have found a life-changing treasure is to move beyond visual inspection and use a digital scale. A standard 1970 Washington quarter is composed of copper and nickel, and it should weigh exactly 5.67 grams. However, if your coin was struck on a silver planchet or an older foreign coin, the weight will be significantly different, usually hovering around the 6.25 gram mark. This weight difference is the smoking gun that proves your coin is an error and not just a regular coin that has been plated later on. Professional collectors always carry a high-precision scale because they know a fraction of a gram can be the difference between cents and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Before you get too excited, always make sure your scale is flat and tailored correctly to get the most accurate reading possible for your find. Beyond the weight, there are several visual indicators that can point you toward a high-value 1970 quarter, starting with the S-Mint mark. Most of the high-value errors from this year were produced at the San Francisco Mint, which was known for its high-quality proof sets. You should also examine the third side of the coin, the edge. A standard quarter will show a copper line, but a rare silver error will have a solid, bright silver edge. Look for signs of double dies, where the lettering or the date appears to be printed twice, creating a blurred or shadow effect that collectors find incredibly desirable. Even the way the light bounces off the surface can indicate a higher silver content that sets it apart from duller circulated coins. Paying attention to these tiny details is what separates a casual hobbyist from a professional ready to cash in on a major discovery. If you suspect that you are holding a coin worth $469,000, your immediate priority must be the preservation of its condition to avoid devaluing the asset. The oils from human skin can permanently damage the surface of a rare coin, so it is vital to handle it only by the edges or wear cotton gloves. Never, under any circumstances, should you attempt to clean or polish the coin, as this is the fastest way to destroy its numismatic value. Collectors value original skin and natural patina, so even a coin that looks dark might be worth significantly more than one that has been scrubbed. Place the coin in a soft PVC-free plastic holder to protect it from environmental factors like humidity and oxygen. Keeping the coin in its as-found condition is the best way to ensure that you receive the maximum possible price when it comes time to auction it. To turn a lucky find into actual cash, you must go through the process of professional grading through organizations like PCGS or NGC. These companies employ experts who use advanced technology to verify the metal content and the authenticity of the error on a strict 70-point scale. A coin that is unauthenticated will never fetch the $469,000 price tag because buyers need the guarantee that the item is 100% genuine. Once the coin is graded, it is sealed in a tamper-proof slab with a unique serial number that tracks its history in global databases. This certification acts like a title for a car, providing the professional backing needed to enter high-end auctions. While the grading process costs a small fee, it is a mandatory investment for anyone looking to realize the true financial potential of a rare 1970 quarter. Now is the time to take action and start your own investigation into the coins you have tucked away in forgotten jars or old piggy banks. The $469,000 secret of the 1970 Washington quarter is waiting for someone to find it, and there is no reason that person couldn't be you. If you find a coin that matches the weight, the mint mark, or the strange overstrike marks we've discussed, don't keep it to yourself. Take a clear, high-resolution photo of both sides of the coin and send it to me so I can help you analyze what you found. Please share this video with your friends so they don't accidentally spend a fortune at the grocery store without knowing its true value. Follow this page for more deep dives into the world of rare coins and hidden treasures that could turn your pocket change into a life-changing windfall.